Hey everybody, welcome back to an episode of the Three Count. Yes, Three Count. Almost got my shows back confused for a second there. Anyway, I'm War Machine MJ, who could use a bit of the sleep. Anyway, this is Three Count. I'm talking about NXT from May the 10th. From May the 10th. So let's go ahead and, well, the fallout from Takeover in your house. So let's go ahead and get cracking. The show kicked off with the Undisputed Era, who arrived to celebrate Adam Cole's successful defense over the Velveteen Dream, ending that nuisance once and for all, or so they think. Except for Roderick Strong, he was a bit shell-shocked because he and Bobby Fish were kidnapped by Dexter Lumis at Takeover in your house. And Roderick Strong thought he saw Dexter Lumis in the crowd. But every time Bob Fish and Adam Cole looked in the crowd, there was no Dexter Lumis. So they were convincing Roddy that it was all in his head. Speaking of Dexter Lumis, Adam Cole promised to send Dexter Lumis back to the drawing board because of his caricature work, which he's a legit caricature artist. Not just those drawings that have been done on NXT TV. It's not somebody else doing that. Apparently it's him. He used to be a caricature artist, which is really cool. Anyway, yeah, Adam Cole and Dexter Lumis are going to face off in the main event. They did a little backstage segment. I forgot how this one got set up, but yeah, apparently Undisputed Era ran into Keith Lee and Mia Yim with the heavy implication that Keith Lee might be gunning for Adam Cole in his NXT Championship. Speaking of Yimitless, team of Keith Lee and Mia Yim took on the Garganos, Johnny Gargano and Candice LeRae. Mixed tag team match. I got a good laugh out of how this one started, because started off with Mia Yim and Johnny Gargano getting up in each other's faces. Meanwhile, Candice was trying to square up to big bad Keith Lee. I mean, there was a clear height differential, and even with Candice, chest stuck out, and on her tippy toes, she still couldn't eye Keith Lee. And the other part that I thought was hilarious was Keith Lee was looking around like, what the am I supposed to do? So eventually he just kind of gently picks her up and gently sets her back down before Johnny runs over and tags him. Yeah, this was a fun tag team match, but towards the end, Candice was right under Keith Lee as Keith Lee got hit by the final beat DDT from Gargano. And while Keith Lee was tending to the fallen Mrs. Gargano, who got crushed by his limitless weight, Johnny got a roll up and got the victory with absolutely no checking up on his wife, no make sure his wifey's okay. Nope, he just rolled him up and made off like a thief in the night, carrying his wife's unconscious frame to the back. Next, we had a Cameron Grimes. We had they showed a Damian Priest promo before this Cameron Grimes promo, but it was a Damian Priest promo from after his loss at TakeOver. Basically, he said he threw everything out there and he's got nothing to regret. His loss against Finn Balor was just another step towards his name living in infamy. Anyway, back to Cameron Grimes was just smug as shit, rubbing in the fact that he pinned Finn Balor a couple weeks back with some assistance from Damian Priest. And then Cameron Grimes then proceeds to talk shit about Damian Priest. When Damian Priest rolls up into the frame, Cameron Grimes backhandedly praises Damian Priest until Damian Priest just uncorks a right hook right into Cameron Grimes' jaw. Next we had Indus returning to action as they just decimated a couple of jobbers. And if you don't know who Indus is, they're Malcolm Bivens' clients. They were supposed to face Matt Riddle and Pete Dunne, but quarantine happened. Yeah. We go backstage, and there's one of the referees talking to William Regal about the Cameron Grimes match that was supposed to happen, but he's got a broken jaw. And yeah, William Regal told the ref, it's like, hey, keep me on call, but take me to go see Cameron Grimes. And so the referee rolls up on Cameron Grimes, talking to a couple of honeys. You know, he was spitting that game, and the ref was trying to tell Cameron Grimes, I need to talk to you, and Grimes was like, no, go away. Spitting game, go away. There's some numbers that need to be counted. 1, 2, 3, go. And of course, long of the short of the segment is William Regal catches Cameron Grimes in a lie, tells him, you're going to compete anyway. Your jaw seems pretty okay that you're talking to these lovely ladies. So Cameron Grimes then begrudgingly gets warmed up for his match against Finn Balor. And this was a back and forth affair, a good battle between these two. However, in the end, Balor got the victory over Cameron Grimes with a coup de grace and a Bloody Sunday DDT. No, it's 1916, but Bloody Sunday sounds pretty cool. Afterwards, Finn Balor made it known that he's coming after the North American Championship. Next, we had a Breezango promo, basically reflecting on their career as a tag team. Basically saying that how they love to entertain people, and the Fashion Files were a big hit, but somewhere along the way they lost themselves because they were too busy in entertaining people. So them coming back to NXT is pretty much just a soft reboot for them. I mean, this was a nice enough promo, but it telegraphs they are losing the fuck out of that match against Imperium, which is next week, where they will compete for the NXT Tag Team Championships against Imperium. Also confirmed for next week's episode of NXT will be Women's Tag Team Championship action, as Tegan Nox and Shotzi Blackheart will challenge the winner of the Triple Threat Tag Team match at Backlash. Next, we had footage from Takeover in Your House of Tommaso Ciampa after his devastating loss to Karrion Kross. Basically, it was hours after the show had ended and he was finally leaving the building. Interviewer tried to get some kind of reaction out of Tommaso Ciampa, but he just head hung low, took himself to the car and rolled on. Next, we had a Rhea Ripley interview that got cut short by Robert Stone. Of course, in the notes here, they typed up Robert Strong. Got their wires crossed. Anyway, yeah, apparently Robert Stone's not doing too hot. Somebody should check up on him. After Chelsea Green dropped him as her manager, he's, well, for better or worse, for less wording, he looked like shit. Anywho, he tried to throw an offer to Rhea Ripley to join Robert Stone Brand. Of course, she just punched him in the gut and threw him in the garbage. Next, we had Dakota Kai taking on Kacy Catanzaro. Not much of a match here. Dakota Kai got the victory over Kacy Catanzaro. However, at the tail end of the after the match, Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez beat down on Catanzaro, and then Kaden Carter made the save before she got destroyed as well. Next, we had a mini vignette with Timothy Thatcher saying next week he will teach people how to wrestle his style. Couldn't tell if he had a speech impediment when trying to say catch as catch can, or he was trying to be clever and incorporate his name. All I know is it came out of cat as cat can. I don't know. It was kind of weird. If it was really just a speech impediment, I feel bad for bringing it up. But if it was him trying to be clever, it didn't work. Or somebody trying to be clever, it didn't work. Next, we had celebration for El Hijo de Fantasma, the new NXT Cruiserweight Champion. He was quickly interrupted by Drake Maverick. Drake Maverick said, "Listen, you won. I'm now a full-time member, and congratulations. But if given the opportunity, I can beat you." I'm guessing Phantasma said something along the lines of, "Alright, you got your shot," or something like that, because he said something very excitedly, followed by the word "C," which means yes. Yeah. Yeah, then the two masked luchadors from a couple of months back who kidnapped Joaquin Wilde and Raul Mendoza showed up and were heading to the ring ready to attack Drake Maverick and Phantasma. Of course, when they were, back to back about to square up to the luchadors, Phantasma turned around and attacked Maverick, leading to a 3-on-1 beatdown. And Phantasma unmasked himself, renaming himself Santos Escobar. And of course, his two luchador cronies turned out to be the aforementioned Raul Mendoza and Joaquin Wilde. So, interesting plot developments. Very interesting. And a side note about old Escobar here. His mum actually got a tattoo of the NXT Cruiserweight Championship and the date he won it. So, look at that support. And finally, in the main event, we had Adam Cole, baby, taking on Dexter Lumis. This was a pretty good match. Given Dexter Lumis is, he's pretty much, Jason Voorhees. You throw everything at him and it's just kind of. But yeah, Adam Cole got the victory with a last shot with some assistance from Roderick Strong and Bobby Fish. After the match, Adam Cole was still in the ring to talk some shit towards Dexter Lumis, while Bob Fish and Roderick Strong were making their way up the ramp. Adam Cole got a little too carried away, and Lumis locked in that Juji Katami. And of course, Bob Fish and Roderick Strong came back, made this, tried to make the save. Velveteen Dream Dream came out and assisted Dexter Lumis, beating down on Bob Fish and Roddy Strong, before the two of them chased off Bobby Fish and Roger Strong respectively, leaving Adam Cole in the ring to just gloat, glow until the lights went down. And on the stage, dressed in a fantastic skin-tight suit, was the lovely Scarlett, who slowly made her way down to ringside before leaving a hourglass on the ring. She flipped it over and it started pouring sand from the top to the bottom, and then she slowly made her way back up to the stage, to the chorus of Tick Tock. Basically, Adam Cole is being targeted by the Limitless One and one Karrion Kross. Interesting stuff. So, yep. That being said, that is... there we go. That is the episode. That is 3 count for the day. Remember, if you miss Rodimus's opinions, he has a podcast, Prime Talk with Rodimus Prime, on the Castbox app. Go check it out now, because and this is a 3 count exclusive, he has confided in me that he's finally come around on Dexter Lumis. Finally. This man is slow as... you know what? I'm not going to talk too much static about him. He's not here, so I can't get a good reaction out of him. Anyway, that being said, I'm War Machine MJ of the 3 Count Mafia, and I will see you guys next time. Ba-bang.